Hi, welcome back to Mr. Ant's Purple Pick of the Week. Well, it's that time of year again, and so far I've resisted reviewing this track at this time of year, as I've always felt it was too predictable, and maybe even expected. But after this last year, and with so many people affected by the pandemic on so many levels worldwide, there are going to be more people than ever spending a lonely Christmas, and for many, for the first time in their lives. So with that in mind, it's time to look at Prince's one and only Christmas track. But before we do that, let me begin by just wishing you all a peaceful, loving, hopeful and Merry Christmas. And to those of you like me that have lost loved ones this year, just know that you are not alone, and you never will be. We have each other, and we have Prince's music, and together we are stronger than anything that life can throw at us. It's time to spend another lonely Christmas with Prince. Thank you.
Last night, it's been another lonely Christmas.
Another Lonely Christmas is a real one-off in the Prince canon. Prince, as we know, spent the major part of his latter life as a Jehovah's Witness and didn't celebrate Christmas. And it's not that clear whether he celebrated it before that in his younger years. So for Prince to record a Christmas song of sorts is a real oddity and a true one-off. Prince recorded the track in February 1984, and even though it's credited to Prince and the Revolution, it's believed that the track was a solo recording by Prince. The track is a typical rock ballad, and Prince's vocals come in literally seconds after it starts, diving you straight into this sad story of a guy who has lost the only girl he's ever cared for at Christmas.
You are the only one I care for.
Prince's lyrics are also heavily echoed, which really gives the track atmosphere, and on headphones is a truly great experience. On first listen, it seems this is a typical heartbreak song about a couple breaking up over Christmas, with Prince remembering all the good times. That is, until Prince turns it on its head with the revelation his lover actually died on the 25th day of December. Baby, you promised me you'd never leave, and then you died on the 25th day of December. Your father said it was pneumonia, your mother said it was strep, but the doctor said you were dead, and I say it's senseless. A truly heartbreaking line. Once again, Prince is so open about his painful loneliness and how he may well have spent many lonely Christmases despite all his fame and popularity. And when you think of how Prince passed away on his own, it's just so poignant and heartbreaking. Prince's death was truly senseless.
Last night, I spent another lonely Christmas.
Those lyrics are a real emotional hammer blow, as the track opens with such great lyrics about happy memories. Remember the time we swam naked in your father's pool? Boy, he was upset that night, but boy was it ever cool. Musically, the track has some great piano, with Prince throwing in some little runs and flourishes down the keyboard towards the end of the track. The track is built up with bass, electric guitars and some great drums by Prince, with several cool drum rolls in the left channel if you're listening on headphones. The last minute or so of the track musically is reminiscent to me of 3 Chains of Gold. Although not as bold or over the top as that track, there's still something about it feels familiar of what was to come one day. The track was released as the B-side to I Would Die For You, the 4th single from the Purple Rain album, in November 1984, and was also issued as an A-side promotional release in Japan only around that same time. In 1993, the track was rightly included on the Hits the B-Sides compilation. Prince famously only ever performed the track live once, aptly on the 26th of December 1984 in St. Paul, Minneapolis, where it may have been very true that last night Prince spent another lonely Christmas. Another Lonely Christmas is a real forgotten gem, and it's such a shame it never caught the public's or media's attention, as it could have become a Christmas institution like so many other Christmas songs. Prince maybe never wanted a Christmas hit, Who knows? And there is a lot of stigma attached to making a Christmas record, but in hindsight, just imagine what that could have done for Prince's popularity, and more importantly, is what it could have done after his passing. If it was played on the radio every single Christmas, reaching millions of people around the world every year and continually reaching new potential fans each time, think about it. Think about how you hear all those same old Christmas songs from November onwards in supermarkets, shops, TV and radio, with some radio stations in the UK even playing Christmas songs 24 hours a day all through December. It would have been a great way of keeping Prince in the public eye, but it wasn't to be. So as usual, I guess it's up to us to remind people and to share this song every single Christmas. Another Lonely Christmas deserves its time in the seasonal spotlight, and for 2020 is the perfect pick of the week to end this difficult and challenging year. Excuse me now while I go and drink banana daiquiris till I'm blind. Merry Christmas.
Every Christmas night for 7 years now, I drink banana daiquiris till I'm blind.